Hello guys, this is Likeitmore from Chi Flamesburger Red. Did I do it right? Yeah, Chi Flamesburger Red. This is the midlaner Likeitmore, and we are doing a tier list of all the CWL teams. I'm joined by KreLLer. Say
Hello.
something.
I'm
And no info.
I'm the Reval Lynx ADC, by the way.
Yeah.
Hello, I am not the Reval Lynx ADC.
And so I think we can begin.
Hello, welcome to the very first tier list of CWL Season 9, where we will talk a lot of nonsense and maybe rank some accurate teams, but starting off with Group A, we have Aftermath with Aftermath Giants.
Wow.
They are not a new team, returning team from last season with some new players, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, they should be. I think they bought the base.
New org or same org?
I do believe it's the same arc, because after Matisse were scrapped, that sounds like the tag they're using. So I think it's probably just a combination of their academy team and their main team.
I don't think they have played it, but looking at the roster, it seems like they could be a strong team. Judging off last season, and they are all master players.
Yeah.
I would put them around like second tier or last spot contenders maybe.
I mean, it all depends how long they have played together with this new roster, right? If they immediately made it after getting stomped in CWL before, then maybe they are already playing pretty well together. But if they're not playing well together, then I think they would go under Dark Horse for me.
Any opinions from Mr. Likeitmore?
Yeah, I think I agree. Mostly. Still haven't played into them, either in scrims or officials. But
don't think they have even
obviously
played
we
one
are
game.
better. Obviously we are better, but yeah, I think I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, we can keep them there. I think that's like a solid opinion.
Yeah, we can
got
move
to
on
see how they play first.
to Diving Fighters. We saw them play against Europe yesterday. To be honest, both teams kind of looked bad, but kind of messy. They lost 2-0. Didn't really look at the second game, but first game they looked quite uncoordinated from my point of view.
I mean, getting such a lead early game and losing game 1. If you cannot win games in CWL with such a lead, I think you're gonna be losing to Likeitmore.
I would have to agree.
I think that's a pretty clear losing to Likeitmore right there.
That's a good Likeitmore angle, yeah. I guess we can take Europe next since we saw them play in the same game. Also very messy, but just a bit better than Diving Fighters, I guess.
Yeah, I think Europe should go a bit higher than the opponents that they had. So maybe in the Dark Horse tier.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much to say about them. They just took the free win, I guess. Okay, next up is... which team is that? Diver Next B.
I have not heard of that team before.
They got a few master players, few diamond players. Don't know if they played. I think they played.
Does that mean that there's two Taiwanese teams when there is a Taiwanese B, or does
I'm
that
not
mean
seeing
they're just
another
an
one.
academy team?
Probably just an academy team.
Oh, they have a team in Division 2 as well. Taiwanese D, so I guess it's just like a bunch of team perhaps? I'm not sure.
Yeah. They don't have a result yet, so don't think they have played yet. So,
I
but
think they might be playing today. I'm looking at their OPGG. I would put them primordials of CWL. They have 2 MR players, both MR 4, and they have 3 Platinum players, Platinum 3, Platinum 3, Platinum 4.
yeah, the OPGGs are not looking that great.
Yeah,
I think going in the spirit of primordials in the other leagues, I think they fit perfectly. You know, being the underdog, but you know, never know. So I think that like that tier was specifically made for this team, if I'm being honest. So I think there's no better fit.
I mean, I do agree. They're just so they're gonna individually they're gonna be so much lower than the other teams, unless they be like really good macro and they're on top of the meta. I don't see them getting out of groups for sure.
Yeah, I think that's accurate, kinda. Next up, Fraud Season.
Primordials of CWL. They have Nico on their team. They are the last tier of teams, and the moment I meet those guys, I'm gonna prove it to them. Thank you.
I would say Dark Horse, kinda. I have no idea what just say ADC is like, but the other players seem decent, I would say.
I think that's the deal with people from SWL Division 2, right? The Peachfish Esports team.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're overall, I believe, almost all of them, and Chase is also overall. So we're gonna have to see them play first. It's gonna be really rough.
That's gonna be a flip season pretty much.
But it might be loses to Likeitmore angle. Like unironically, if they are all so overall, then
I mean,
just.
If you put them in the middle of where we think they are, so.
But they have a lot of experience though. That's like the kind of I would put them dark horse, I think, just because of the experience from playing the SWL Division 2. Like that's a pretty good division to play in. And when we played them in the CWL Clash tournament, I believe, they did come back with their macro game. So.
Yep, we did throw the game. It's
we did throw it, yeah.
They can catch throws. That we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems about right. Maybe one lower bet. Next up, Chi FBR Red. Likeitmore's team.
You know what? I'm gonna leave this one to you. I think you know where I'm gonna put myself, but you know,
I think last spot contenders. We only saw them play against Peachfish, but they looked quite decent, I would say.
That's true, but if I would have said the same thing before, but now looking at the other teams they have in their group, I think it might be a playoffs angle. Like who can challenge them? Aftermath can challenge them. Europe is pretty decent.
You know what? Actually, I would move Aftermath to playoffs.
I agree, especially now that I've seen like the other teams and stuff. I think Aftermath is definitely making it out of groups.
Yeah. I would put them last spot contenders right now, just to see. Let's see what the other teams are cooking.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
Kentucky Lions, Estonian team. I have no idea what they can bring, to be honest. Seems like a bunch of friends coming together and playing, to me. Might be loses to Likeitmore, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have seen them in the some of the Estonian tournaments.
With slightly different roster, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with like, it seems like a group of friends just playing, having fun. So, but I mean, all of them are diamond currently, so that already gives some promise. But
Yeah, but
like, I have no idea about
yeah.
them.
Below
Maybe Dark Horse?
average, yeah. Maybe like last of Dark Horse.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I mean, seeing the success of Estonians in CWL, then I think that grants them the Dark Horse buff, right?
Surely.
Yeah, Estonians, the Koreans of CWL.
Thanks.
Yes. Getting imported everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Beachfish Academy, easy Primordials tier to me. They looked horrible against Gucci.
Yeah, giving enemy Dalaya Jinx in batch 14.12. I mean, you could just next time maybe pay the fee to be in the league and then don't play again if you're gonna draft like that. Yeah, complete horror.
All right, I'm gonna give some props to Beachfish Academy. I got a lot of comments about their drafting after the series. I think you should give them some slack on that part because our own read on the meta is that we did not actually win draft as much as people think we did. So
Well, like it more.
So I think,
reading.
yeah, so I think it's mainly gameplay issues on their part. I don't think they are not obviously, but I do not think that they are quite, playoffs contenders. But I think they're like one spot away from last. So I think they're over. What is it? Divine XD is the team.
Divine
What?
Fighters, I believe. Yeah.
Divine Fighters, yeah.
Diver next.
Diving Fighters.
Diving Fighters. Okay, yeah, that's the team. I think they're one
You
step
think
above
they're
them. They
you
did,
think they're
yeah,
here?
no, I think they're Primordials, but they're above. Yeah, I think they're there. And the reason is that they, I think the drafts are actually like pretty okay. Like, I don't remember who I said this to, but like I think they draft as if they're like an LPL or LCK team, but they play like an NA team. So I think if they kind of figure out their identity a little bit more, and I think mostly in our games they got mechanics checked a lot, and like we out team fought them. So I don't think they're gonna lose to everyone. I don't think they're dead last.
I don't really see them getting like many wins. Maybe one win, but
Looking at the group, and I mean, Likeitmore, they just played them, so I'm gonna go to his expertise on this. So I'm gonna agree it like it.
I'm
like
sure we can keep them
Pate.
there. We can keep them there.
Yeah, maybe they had Pate. My only worry with them is I saw they have a game against Fraud Season coming up, and they changed their top laner, the Chi from EU, who in my mind was one of the better players
They
aside
changed.
from Last
They changed
Impression.
them.
Well, he's in the sub list, and apparently there is a diamond player playing instead of him.
Okay, I will say Divernex has not played the game, so we have no idea where they are going to be. I think they will be better than Beachfish, just because Beachfish looked that horrible to me.
I mean, but it's you have 3 platinum players. At least Beachfish is full diamond, right? So
Okay, I guess we can agree it's just a flip between those two.
and yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, we can just move on from this no playoff tier. Next, speaking of playoffs, I think Team Paradox is guaranteed playoffs pretty much. They look like the strongest team in this group.
They could be, but they just played 1-1 against. No, I think that was the other Paradox, right?
That was other Paradox, yeah.
Okay. Because
this Paradox is going to play against Fraud Season, like they should play against Fraud Season
Of course, yeah. They have Team Paradox and Project Paradox, so
Yes,
I'm gonna
that's
get them confused. a bit.
That's the upper team. The better one.
Okay. Yeah. No. I agree. It seems like they have good players. They could definitely make it. Are they
True.
gonna stomp everyone? I'm not completely sure, but you never know, right?
Yep. We have not seen them, but looking at the players and everything, they seem quite strong to me.
And see, yeah, and also seeing they come from a big organization, right? You never know if they have like a good coaching staff. So maybe they just win because their the organization is, well built. You never know.
Yep. Are there any changes, or I think it looks good to me. For Group A.
I mean, I'm obviously not sure about how good Paradox or Aftermath really are. I guess we're gonna find out. I've not seen any of their games yet. Did they play already? Both of them?
No.
No, I think.
I mean, the Giants' result, or like putting them in playoffs, is simply from last season. I think they played really well.
And probably improved also.
Yeah, and they do have like a lot of good players. So simply because they have experience and they seem to be high on the ladder, I think they're doing well.
Yep.
This group also seems pretty top heavy to me. I think the top three for me, Paradox, Aftermath, and Gucci could all be first place. It comes down to the drafts and how the teams play, I think. Because I haven't seen Paradox play. If I see them completely stomp someone, I might put them, guaranteed first. But I think the first, second, and the third place is definitely not decided in this group.
Yeah, it looks like the top three and the bottom three are pretty much confirmed to me, at least.
Yeah, that's sure. The dark horses can also like shuffle the cards a bit.
Yeah, let's move on to Group B then. We also have 9 teams in this group. The second group with 9 teams. The first team is W, who have they played?
W what?
I don't think they
What's
played
their-
it.
What's their full team name?
It's
One
W. It's double U. I
Oh,
think the letter U. Yeah.
Yep.
So they have 3 master players, 2 diamonds. One is diamond 1. They all have Turkish Smurfs, which is okay. Yeah, I don't know. Have they played it?
I don't think so. They might be playing today, because we are recording this on a Monday evening. So a lot of the games are still going on from week 1, which is kind of sad. We were hoping that everyone plays their games, and we would maybe have like a better picture on the teams. But
something to look at, yeah.
currently, we just have to go based on the
Yeah,
OPGGs.
I think they're playing right now actually. W.
Yeah.
I can take a look at their live game.
Oh, but they have a cold player.
W.
I mean, I guess the not like not a lot of games, only 15 games. So
Yeah, they got gold 3 jungler.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think his main is in Turkey. No, because all of the ranks
Yeah.
are listed as masters and diamonds, except for the sub.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Turkish player, yeah. It's Diamond 1 in Turkey, Master Peak. This team does not look that great to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they are.
They're missing a top laner. That's what I see immediately, and that's gonna cause problems. There's a lot of good top
I
laners in the league.
think.
Closest to
Yeah, I
Likeitmore
think I would.
maybe,
Yeah, I think I would put it to lose Likeitmore for the moment. Before we see any of the other teams, they might be a dark horse. Since since they are mainly, I think, Turkish, the Turkish team, right? We do not have a really clear idea about how strong they are. I, for one, have not played on the Turkish server enough, so
Yeah.
think
I
we're
don't think a lot of people play on that server, so they might be like elo inflated there. So
Yeah, I mean they might be good. They might be a dark horse team. They might be losing to me, I guess. Haha. And so I don't know. I will keep them there for the moment.
yeah, sure. The other team is Emrys, who they should be facing right now. So we can take
They
a look
did
at
lose
them.
some bans, I believe. Seeing the notifications that came through from CWL before when I looked at it. But I think Emrys is...
W lost some bans, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they are a team that's from season 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's a team of the same name in season 7. I'm not sure if the players...
They have 4 diamond players, 1 emerald player.
Yeah,
And
I see.
yeah.
There's some reoccurring players like True Emperor seems to be same. EMR Grinch seems to be the same.
Were they in Div 2 or?
No, season 7, Division 1.
Ah, season 7, okay.
Yes, season 7. So there seems to be like they were a full diamond team. Currently there are some diamond players, some master players, so you know, already some improvement.
Yeah. Looks like
I mean, for now I would put them last spot contender maybe, with like having 3 master players.
I would put them dark horse.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think so. I agree.
Okay, next up, Good Chili Fries. They have a bunch of SLA players, a bunch of last season CWL players like Shipex.
Who made the finals, of course, without...
Who made the finals, yeah.
Yeah, made the finals, didn't practice a single time, which is kind of funny to me.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I regard them as pretty high of a team, and that is purely
Same.
because I don't know about the other ones as much. God of Hex is fine, but I think Ace is really, really, really good. You know, a good jungler, a good shot caller. So I think already Ace being on the roster gets them pretty high up. I played with Ace a little bit. I played against him. Yeah, I think they're at least a last spot contender. But
I would put the playoffs, to be honest.
yeah, I'm not sure about the other teams in the group yet, but they might just straight up be a playoffs team. Yeah, I keep them, I hold them in pretty high regards.
Yeah, I think they got some strong players with some really good league experience, so...
Yeah, just don't God of X let him play against Cho'Gath. We all know what happened in the SLE finals when he played against Benjamin Cho'Gath. If you have a clip, you can put it right here. Thank you, Workers.
They hit the level 6 mark.
Yeah, exactly. And, Benjamin gonna hit level 6. God of Hacks in danger! Oh my lord! And
just here's the reminder, everyone. God of Hacks did get solo killed by an Emerald top laner. Good job.
I mean, at least this time Benjamin is listed as their team substitute, right?
I think that's more a mental block, maybe.
Yeah, that's. I think they did it just in case, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this team might actually be like one of the strongest in CWL, simply because of the experience these guys have. Haven't played with Ace. I've heard great things about him. The ADC Chipex, of course, when he gets a carry role, he can always carry the games, and yeah, I think they might make it to top 4 of CWL for sure.
Yeah, play around Shipex and you might win.
Yeah.
Next up, Herras 5. They're absolutely the lowest ranked team in Division 1, I'm pretty sure. Should not really be a question about them, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think they are the primordials of this group because, you know, as I said, like what I think of primordials is that they're always the underdog. They nobody expects a lot of them, but every time they win, the crowd cheers. So yeah, I think they're gonna be in the same league or in the same like tier. I hope they do something. Obviously, it's always cool when like maybe not like being the best of individual players, but then figuring out something as a team and get you and make you win something, right? Make you win games is always exciting. So I think they are the primordials of this group.
Yep.
Have they played yet? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. They did not have to play week 1, I'm pretty sure. They got the bye.
No, they got the bye. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, gonna be interesting, but yeah, I do agree with everything like you said.
Next up, we got one of the Iron Wolves, not Iron Wolves, my bad. Infernal Wolves, I'm pretty sure.
Are they the Fenrir?
No, it's the Skiggle.
Yeah, the skull. It's skull. Yeah, so they seem
The weaker one, I think.
Yeah, they look like they just have 5 time players, right?
Yeah, looks like an academy team to me.
Yeah, I think they are like either loses to Likeitmore under W or Primordials above Harris. So I think they're somewhere around there.
I think I would put them in Primordials there. But they could be better, obviously. But yeah, comes down to how good their team play is.
Yeah, I mean, being 5 diamond players, like, I don't think that means that you are like individually or mechanically as like weak or gapped as you might think. It usually comes down to game knowledge at that point. So I think if they show that they understand the game, if they show how to play as a team, I think they still can do a lot of damage to this group. I would not put them as a playoff contender just yet, but yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Again, like they might show us some things.
If only 3 teams get through, it's like hard to put them in playoff contention. Yeah.
Yep.
Next up is Oryx, Cryoclasm, who have played. They won 2-0 against Infernal Wolves.
So they have 3 Masters players and 2 Diamond players, right? Yeah, Last Wish is on their team. Okay, yeah. So they seem like a solid team. Let me just think about all of the other teams. They might be above Emrys and might be a last spot contender. Especially because they already went 2-0 into Infernal Wolves.
They are in a good spot to get to playoffs already, so yeah.
I would keep them there. I don't know. No info.
Yeah, Last Wish is very familiar. Where did we see this player before?
I've seen him in the cafe chat, putting laughing emojis on my text chats, so he already gets +5 skills points from me. You know, he's laughing at my jokes.
I see.
So...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess that's familiar.
that's where you've seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, looking at the group, I think this one is also pretty top heavy. In my mind, they're not gonna beat. I think Arrakis was really good, and Proxy Paradox is really good, and both good Chili Fries, of course. That's my top 3 in this group, so I would put them like 4th or 5th, battling for that position. But they could definitely get the last spot, so I think that's a fair rating.
So maybe they're the last spot contender, but they're below like the other last spot contender.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
yeah. Next up is the is it the female team, Perfect Paradox?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think we've seen them play already. We have. They played 1-1 against Red Panda Warriors.
How good is Red Panda? Wait, let me check 1 second. Because I've heard good things of Perfect Paradox. I heard they're supposed to be pretty good.
I think people kind of underestimate them because I believe it's the same team that played in the female tournament when they played against Chi FBR and stuff.
Yeah.
And people keep forgetting how good Chi FBR is. And for some reason they're like, oh yeah, they lost 3 games. Yeah, any of those teams in that tournament could probably win CWL. So I think people are really sleeping on this team.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the players that they have, at least from the list that I have, I think like if I were just straight up looking at the ranks, I think they would be like a dark horse. But since what I've heard from Game Changers, I think Game Changers was the tournament that they played at. From what I heard, from how they did in the tournament, I think I've heard a lot of good things. So I think
Last
I would
spot?
give them the benefit of the doubt and put them maybe above CryClaim as last spot contender.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I still think, yeah, as you said, they played in a really rough tournament. And wasn't it Project Paradox who played 1-1 with Red Pandas? I don't think this team has played. The
This is Project Paradox. The
Oh.
other one is Team Paradox.
Oh, of course,
Yeah,
yeah.
Team Paradox is in Group A, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then I got them messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Next up, Rep and the Warriors. They played 1-1 against Project Paradox.
Rip and the Warriors. So rank-wise, they're kind of similar to Project Paradox, right? A couple of Masters players, a couple of Diamond players, high Diamond, low Diamond. I think I will put them.
Horse?
Yeah, I think I will put them maybe above Emrys, just purely because they already went 1-1 against Paradox. Yeah.
Yeah.
No info. Any comments?
I'm just trying to give me a second. I'm looking up the. Yeah, I'm looking at season 8 of CWL, where they did participate in Division 1 and they ended up getting 0 points. I think they even forfeited against us because they had like roster issues or something.
They forfeited against us,
okay. Yeah, the last game that we were supposed to play to see if we get first place or not, they kind of just gave it to us, which, you know, I don't mind.
Are the players the same?
I'm looking. Test of Fate is the same.
Some are the same, I think. Yeah. Does not look like all of them, but
yeah, I think the
most
team
of them are the
seems
same.
to be a bit higher, but
I mean, I think it's the first spot for them. I think this group looks weaker than last season's Group B, so.
Yeah, I do agree.
And the last team is Arrakis. They seem really high rank compared to other teams in this group. But have we seen?
Are they better than Fries?
Rank-wise,
maybe.
yes.
Yeah, rank-wise, yeah, but
they.
I mean, I obviously don't know Arrakis like familiarly. I'm basically just looking at the ranks right now.
I will put them playoffs, but they should be playing. They should have played last week, but I think they're playing like tomorrow or today, I guess. Maybe.
I would also put them first because they have Wikis, and I think Wikis is. Yes, Wikis just joined them. So, and I think
that might
having
hold them
Wikis, yeah, I think having Wikis makes every team way better. I do have a lot of respect for Wikis. He does play really well, even though he got completely capped in the Nations Cup. You know, everyone has bad days. Yep. Everyone has bad days, so it is what it is. But no, in a serious tone, I think this is the favorite for Group B, in my opinion, unless Chipsex just solo carries the game.
Yeah, I think Arrakis is actually one of the contenders for the entire tournament. Looking at their roster, I can see that they have a bunch of master players and they have Wigis. Even if Wigis is like as a substitute or a coach, I think he already is really smart about the game. So I think the value that it gives a team is just massive, like you said. So yeah, I think putting them first is pretty reasonable.
I think
that's fair.
I can be quite happy with this list.
Yeah, me too. And I do agree with what Likeitmore said. I think they are also a top 4 contender, or even top 3 contender for CWL overall. Gonna be interesting to see their games.
So let's move on to Group C with the first team being Astronauts.
I mean, just because of their name, I think we should make another tier just like on top and call them the goats. No. But on a serious note,
The
they
space
have 2
tier.
master players. Yeah, they have 2 master players, 3 diamond players. Seem like pretty middle of the pack for what we've seen from other groups. Maybe like a dark horse tier for me.
Yeah, looks solid rank-wise, but maybe not quite enough for playoffs. I have not seen them play, so just have to go off ranks on this one.
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, seeing one of them players in Platinum 2 kinda makes it a bit more sketchy for me.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
remind you. Kim Jensen was stuck in platinum for like a full season, I think. And I think he
Yeah.
won the split in SNE, right?
I think they did, right?
Yeah, I think they went against Wacker Raids, won them in the finals, right?
Yep.
True,
Yeah.
but he was against. I think that.
Let's not finish that sentence. No, wait,
No,
I prefer not to speak.
I just think the other lanes maybe had some more impact on the winning. You know,
Well,
especially of Vigis, who is in CWL. So
well, that shows everyone can get carried, so we can just keep them there. maybe other players can carry him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I agree.
The Estonian team of Eune Endurance, they don't have much experience other than their top laner and jungler, I think, playing in different leagues. Obviously, top lane, I think, is one of the best in this group, but I'm not sure about other players.
Yeah, I mean, I think like it's difficult to really like put them anywhere because like as the definition, I think they are a dark horse team in the sense that they might just get playoffs, they might finish first because some of their more experienced players just basically pull them across the line, and the other players turn out to be maybe not as bad as one might think. But at the same time, they may just like be a one-man show with Doodles or Rups, as his name is in game. So like they are as a definition a dark horse team, but I kind of feel guilty putting them there. So maybe a last spot contender.
I think last spot contender is just because Toodles is there and he did win last CWL. But
results based analysis. I like it. Let's go.
He's proven that he can make it there. So
yeah,
let's see.
I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about Toodles recently. That ever since he won CWL and joined Estonian Vipers, that play
He's
in
looked
the
good
Ultra
in
League.
Ultra League second division, yeah.
Yeah, and the let's be honest, the level is completely different, and I think if people don't shut down Toodles, then Toodles can win 9.
Yeah, it's just gonna become a Fiesta game for them every game, pretty much, I think. So, yeah, who can Fiesta better, pretty much, or who can control the Fiesta.
Yeah, I think so.
Next up is Foul Play, who went 0-2 first week against Twisted Glory. I don't know, was the game streamed, or?
I don't think so, because on Sunday we had Likeitmore team and the Europe team, but what was streamed on the Saturday? Oh, it could have been actually Twisted Glory.
I think it was that game. I think they looked kinda skill capped in that game, to be honest. They I think they lost with winning draft like at least one of the games.
Yeah, for sure, could have been.
Looks like they got out drafted the other game, so I think they're losing Likeitmore there, to be honest. I'm not sure what the ranks are actually.
They're Diamond and Masters. Yeah, one of those guys is called Barcode. I don't think it's actually Barcode, but you know.
That's a common name, to be honest.
Yeah, for reference to all of the non-Estonian listeners, the Barcode is an Estonian AD carry who is, I think, still a pro player.
It should be.
Yeah, he plays in nationals.
I think tier is fair for them, to be honest.
I think so.
I guess we can take Twisted Glory next since they beat them. Looked much better than Foul Play, I would say. Unconvincingly duo against them.
Yeah, I think they look like a pretty strong team as well. They have 5 master players and 1 time on 1 player. They have a 6-man roster, right?
Yeah.
So I think they might just be a playoffs team. Looking at
think so,
other
yeah.
teams currently, I think they're just straight up playoffs.
Their mid laner played actually really well, and being the lowest ranked player, I think it's impressive. I think he got the MVP for the series also. Looked really good on Xerath, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. 11
So-
low.
Yep. So I think they should quite easily get out if they play like that. Next up is what is the team? I'm not even sure what that team is, but Full Send Happy. Yes, Full Send Happy.
Who also played already, I believe.
I
Or
think so.
no?
I am not seeing the results.
It does. Yeah, it does not look like they played yet.
Yes, they were supposed to play against astronauts, so let's look at their OPGG.
Yeah, I mean they look like a loses to Likeitmore, but above the last team, I think.
Yeah, it just looks like Diamond and Master players and
1 emerald player. I think they're just loses to Likeitmore, but above the whatever
about
the
Foul
other team
Play
was.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give them benefit of the doubt that they're better than them.
I think so.
Yeah, that's solid.
Next up, Grief Tsunami. Also a lot of SLE players with Vitagen players like Trolulu Dutch, Dice.
Yeah.
And then Captainen, I think.
Yeah, they have Captainen and Thais, Dutch, and Trolulu. So Thais and Trolulu split time as mid laners, I think.
Yeah, and Lolikag is last player.
Yeah, so both mid laners are really pretty good. Thais might be one of the highest ranked players in CWL right now, I think, because he's consistent at like 400 LP.
250 right now.
250 right now. Thais, what are you doing, bro? Anyways, I think they are a playoffs team straight up. I don't know if they're better than the other team. What were they called? But
the question is, are they actually playing team game or are they just playing like solo queue and just skill checking everyone?
yeah, I mean, when I'm
But
looking at their players, right? They
still
have
bottom
they have 2
players.
top laners, 2 mid laners, right? Oh no, Ant didn't Ant rolls up to support?
And this, yes.
I think
Yeah.
they are playing. Oh, Ant is playing top. Like this week, they're playing Ant top lane, Captain and Jungle, Trolulu mid, Thais ADC, and Loligag support. I know that's because Touch is away, meaning usually Touch would play jungle. But I personally think Ant is way better on support than he is top lane.
Just
He
like
should-
a certain someone. We know?
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say.
Yeah. That's true. And
So,
looking at Thais, also is he an ADC player? Because he plays like Sante, Wei, Talaya.
yeah, I mean he's a mid lane player.
Okay.
He's a mid laner, but I
Wait,
think
who's
the
who's
idea
their
was
ADC
them.
even?
Trolulu
Ah.
and Thais, I think, are switching positions constantly.
Oh, okay.
Or what role is Loligag playing then?
I don't see a support,
Support.
player for them other than Ant, to be honest. Lolikag does
Given
not seem
the
to be playing
yeah,
support.
I'm looking at 20-hour roster report, and today at 6:53, Touch posted the roster they're gonna use for.
Yeah, I think the below team. What was it?
Yeah, I
But-
think since Thais is playing AD carry, I'm not sure how good he is at AD carry, but he is a mid lane player. So I think just because of that, we're gonna put them in second place, right?
Yeah, I think Twisted Glory. It just looks more comfortable on the roles, I think.
To be honest,
Yeah, they're playing fucking what is it called? Musical
Like-
chairs with the rolls.
They're playing flex queue.
yeah, I would put them into Dark Horse, to be honest. I
No,
think the
no.
too many roster changes. I don't
No,
believe
no,
in
no,
it.
no, no, no. I think they're
at the
definitely playoff team.
at the very least, last spot, but not dark
That's
horse.
maybe like it depends on the roster, right? This current roster, they're going against Uni Endurance. It's gonna be. I think that pretty much shows who's gonna be on top.
Sure. Yeah.
But I still think that Grief actually they're missing Dutch, which is I think the biggest like difference maker in the upcoming match.
Yeah.
But with Dutch, I'm pretty sure the Grief is better than Eune and Endurance because I think it doesn't matter who is top, Captain and Orant. I think they're gonna be able to. They're both pretty good at weak setting, I think. So I think they can handle Doodles in top lane. They're obviously gonna fall behind, but I don't think they're worse enough than Doodles to like make Doodles win the game on his own. So I think Grief is better than Uni Endurance. But
You know what? I would put Uni Endurance down just because if Zac gets banned, it's over.
Why you got a leak, man? Nobody can watch OPGGs, man. Nobody can look at them.
Sorry, man. And
I think
maybe
Grief
like
goes,
this.
yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I think
Next,
it's fair.
Letter Soup is next. They won 2-0 against Wondam, the other team we have not ranked. They, rank-wise, they looked quite strong, except for two Diamond players, but they got one of them is Kaiser, surely the real one.
That's the Morgana support team. I am not putting them anything above Dark Horse. If you do that, then that's criminal. If you win with Morgana support in season 14, the enemy team should surrender all games for the split.
Yeah, sure. I got nothing else to say. We can. I'm okay with Dark Horse, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
And if you lose to that, you're primordials.
That's true. Like you can. We're in season 14. You cannot losing to Morgana support.
Two
You know
games
what?
in a row.
I'm fine with that. You know what? Why not? Let's just leave them last place for that one series.
We got only one playoffs team and maybe one other.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Snake Soup better than? Wait, what is the middle team? AST? Is that Astronauts?
None of yeah.
They have not played it, so
I think giving Astronauts, like you said, the extra point for the name, so that like.
Oh
every
yeah,
user-
actually, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because they're both like pretty similar, so I think just because of the name they're higher. I agree.
can we only get two teams out from this group?
Yeah, I think this team is like this group is also kinda
I
up
think-
for grabs for
yeah,
many
this-
teams because we don't know.
This
them.
is the closest group so far, I would say.
I mean, technically, like theoretically, it should be like the top two Grief Esports and team. What was it? What was the first place team right now? What was his name? Their name?
Twisted
Twisted Glory?
Twisted Glory. So I think Twisted Glory and Grief are two locked for playoffs, and I think the third spot should be between Wondam and the Uni Endurance. But since
Wondam?
Wondam lost to Morgana support twice, I don't know. So we're just gonna leave it like this, I think. let's just see what happens.
These are
Hopefully
not
we
100% correct opinions.
hopefully we don't go against one them in the playoffs and they're gonna be completely pissed and stomp us. But
No, watch
it's
them,
fine,
watch
it's
them
fine.
lock Morgana support into you, and you're gonna get fucked.
oh no, that's
perfect.
not part of the plan.
Oh no, what are we gonna do? Okay, let's go to group D.
All right, I think we can start with Reval Lynx and put them primordials. Yeah. No, I think
playoffs
the other.
there,
No.
and
Ah,
I think we can move on.
I think we can keep you there and then look at the other teams.
Yeah, I think we're too biased, but also we did win last season. We did swap our top laner, but even though we swapped our top laner, he is quite similar to Doodles, to be honest. We have
Yeah, and
previous
also think we got-
synergy.
I also think we got a pretty good group for us. There's I mean we're gonna go against Aquila Gaming, right?
Yeah,
and
I
we're
would
gonna
say
see-
we already faced one of the strongest teams, if not other stronger team in our group. So we
Possibly.
are in a good position.
Yeah, I mean,
I
also
think.
you have the privilege of, since you sold me to Chi, Che has so much money that when any of you start underperforming, they can just buy in carry or faker, So
That's true.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that works for you. So I think you're just automatically first
Yeah,
place.
that's. Yep.
Yep.
Next up, the other Aftermath esports team, the Spoilers team, should be the weaker one. They went 1-1 against Aquila. The weaker one, but both Aftermath teams are masters actually. So
That's the team with Valhir, I believe.
Aquila
That's
is
the Valhir team. No, I
Aquila.
know Aquila is. Yeah.
Okay.
the Spoilers team is not.
Okay. Does anyone know about them or?
I
I'm
just
trying to find them.
I
Oh,
just
it's ASC
know what they
spoilers.
played.
Is it
Yeah.
ASC spoilers? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
They look like a strong team already from ranks, right? They went 1-1 against Aquila.
The one game they got smashed and the other one was close, so I don't know.
I mean, yeah, their Aquila seems pretty strong as well. So, this
Oh.
group is actually pretty rough.
Last spot maybe.
Put them at last spot right now, and then change it later. I think they might I feel a bit guilty not putting them in playoffs, but looking at the fact that you have Reval, Aftermath, Aquila, and I think some of the other teams are also
Give
pretty
money
strong.
is also pretty strong.
Yeah, so I like feel a bit guilty not putting them in playoffs, but you guys just have so many good teams in your group that yeah, I think we keep it there and then come back later.
Yep. Next up is Aquila. So
I mean, they just went 1-1, right?
they went 1-1. I think they look quite similar to Aftermath, to be honest.
I mean, since they stomped one game and the other game was close, I think we put them above Aftermath right now.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Sure. I think the only issue is that is I heard a lot of good things about the jungler for Aqua Gaming. On one side, people said that he's a 1v9 monster. On the other side, some people said he's pretty coin flip. He's also pretty high right now. I think he was like 200 LP when I checked. Currently, he's 130. So he might dominate the league because he played AP Malphite jungle, went 12-2 and completely dumpstered spoilers, which is quite a statement from him, I believe.
That is quite interesting, yeah.
So, but just actually checking spoilers OPGG, seeing they're all Emerald currently, and Aquila being mostly Masters and Diamond might
Maybe
mean
move
that
one
they have.
down, yeah.
I think they might have poor team play, and I think in CWL team play plays a big role. If you can't skills check the enemy, you're gonna get out macroed, and that seems to happen to them. So I think either last spot or dark horse.
I think we move Aftermath down one and keep Aquila in last spot.
Yeah, and I mean we're gonna play against Aquila soon. We're gonna see what they're made of, but I think they can definitely take the last spot in our group.
Yeah. Next up is Coin Flip gamers who have not played it.
I believe they are playing today.
Looking at OPGG, they seem quite average, if at best.
Yeah, maybe lose to Likeitmore.
Yeah. This group seems quite top heavy, so not a lot of room to be higher up, I think.
Yeah.
The other team who is supposed to play against them is Frostbite Sentinels, who seem quite similar to them in terms of ranks.
Maybe a little bit higher.
I think same tier, to be honest.
Yeah, same tier but higher, I think.
Yeah, I think they
that's
will
fair.
go 1-1 with coin flip, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if this was any other group, I would put them at Dark Horse, but your group is a bit of a group of death, so I think this is fair.
Does look like it, yeah. Next up, the team we played against, Give Money. I would put them playoffs probably, or last spot at lowest. I think we should have beaten them 2-0, to be honest, but yeah, first game of the season happened and stuff happens. So, but I still think they're one of the strongest teams in our group.
Yeah, think so.
I agree. I think they played pretty well. They do have some issues, especially when it comes to drafting. Because I think we really fucked up game 1, and that's pretty obvious to us now.
Yep.
The second game was, well, that was just slaughter. But I think overall they played really well, and if they stop first picking Braum, they're gonna go far.
Yes. they had quite good team play, I would say, but just maybe need some improvement in terms of drafting, and they can make playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe
they
the
also
best
have
spot even.
Yeah, they also have a clone made of Shipex, so I think that also gives a lot of value for them.
Shipex clone called Scrapex, yes.
Yeah, plays Sivina champions. Coincidence?
Has anyone seen them in the same room? Nope. Next up, Infernal Wolves Fenrir. They played 1-1 against Reunion. I guess we can rate them together since they played 1-1. Both teams kind of look similar to me.
I think they're a dark horse after Aftermath. Looking at the ranks at least. Wait, who were they playing against? Who was the other team?
Reunion.
I mean, yeah, Reunion seems also like a pretty solid team, although they have like a 30-player fucking lineup. So.
Actually, I think Reunion moved. I will put them dark horse. They lost with red side Skarner Jinx, so.
Okay. I mean, I think Fenrir is dark horse. Maybe after Aftermath, right? I think they're both dark horse last ones, no?
I think
Maybe?
that game was streamed actually. We actually watched that game live. I can't remember what happened because I talked about the item choice from Gorky, remember? That's one of the things we talked about. Oh, and this is no, this is the Viego with Hullbreaker. You put them down. Yeah, no. Yeah, this team goes to lose to
Immortal
Likeitmore.
Shilpo Hullbreaker Viego.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
no, okay, Hullbreaker, Viego goes to Primordials, man. There is no.
Yeah, but I think it was the Reunion team that played the Viego. So
Was
I
it?
think they. Let me check actually. Yeah.
Okay,
Reunion.
so this way and put this here.
Okay,
After Aftermath, I think.
But to be fair,
Okay.
Infernal Wolves lost to the Viego building, Shilpo and Hullbreaker, so that's equally bad.
Okay, maybe we just put them both as Primordials, man. I don't know.
Loses to Shopkeeper should be, but that's fine.
Wait.
Actually, the last row, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, that's good. So, yeah, I think we put and then Fenrir. Yep, that's exactly good. That's perfect. I think that's perfect.
I think
also,
we'll give money here. Still.
Also, being a bit serious, I think Infernal Wolves is a long-lasting team. They also played in Season 8, but I believe they are constantly changing rosters, as I saw some looking for players posts on both CWL, SLE,
Some
and
some insight we have that one team's jungler that is in this tournament, they rejected, so.
Yeah, and just playing, like, I think jungler is such like, you really need a good jungler in CWL, I mean, because the jungler usually does shot calling, and seeing that Infernal Wolves has a new jungler, I think they're gonna struggle at first, and with so many teams and only 3 getting out, that means every game is crucial, and I think they had a pretty bad start against Hullbreaker Viego here.
Yeah, you should really not lose to that, but
Happens,
yeah.
bro, happens.
Happens.
I mean, we lost to Jinx Gorky in SLE for like 3 games in a row.
It is what it is. Some
sometimes you lose games.
disasters happen, you know. So, any more changes we want to make, or?
No, I think this team, this group is also pretty rough because
Okay.
even though we're making fun of them, I think there is a lot of teams that could challenge the last spot, especially.
Okay, to be real here, I think this group is the closest group out of all groups
think so.
to make playoffs. But just some horrible mistakes in week 1 made us put these teams lower. So
Yeah, I think this is like the group of death. Firstly, people thought that it was Group A, but I think this group is just a lot stronger. So it's even more embarrassing if we don't make it out of Group A. But I think this is the strongest group.
yep. How
Can
would
you-
you rate the groups in terms of strongest to weakest? Like, obviously, you think Group D is strongest, or?
Group D is strongest. I'm
Can
gonna
you go
go
over the
first.
groups again?
Yeah. So can you show me the groups?
C.
This is C. Show me B.
Mhm.
I think it's
and A.
I think it's Group D is the strongest. Then it's Group B. Then it's Group A and Group C. I think that's how it goes.
Mm,
I think Group C is the group of life. I
yeah,
think
it's easiest to make out the Group C. I would
Yeah.
agree. Yeah. Just it looks like it's one team and then the others, one and a
Yeah.
half team maybe.
it's kind of like the LSC effect.
Yeah, one team group. One
Yeah.
team group.
I think Group A also I think Group D essentially has a lot of good players and a lot of good teams, but Group A seems really interesting. There's this like the whole top 6 teams that we have listed. I think pretty much every one of them could make it out. Of course, I think like Team Paradox and Aftermath will and Gucci will probably be the top 3 that make it out. But if I see like Fraud Season and Europe making it instead of Aftermath and Gucci, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would be surprised.
Sure.
Yeah,
would
I
be-
live on the 4th floor. I think the balcony would look pretty nice.
Oh,
This is a joke. No.
I
Disclaimer.
think-
This is
I
a
thi-
joke.
I think we can end on that note, to be honest.
do we quickly want to go over our like top 3 overall that we think might win the CWL,
Sure,
or is
if
it too early for that?
If you want, you can
s-
say them.
I think I'll start. I'm gonna exclude our own team purely because of bias. I think we are better than a lot of people think. I think we are the best team in our group. But obviously it might not look like that out of an outsider perspective. I think the favorites, top 3, are probably it's Reval. From my point of view, it's Reval. Show me the other groups again. It might be Fries. Fries are, I think, are a top 3 contender. I don't think they're gonna they're like a sort of team that I feel like is like gapped at or like capped at top 3. I don't think they're really a contender to win, but I think they're definitely top 3. I don't know about Arrakis, but I think Arrakis might also be a contender. So I think those are my top 3 teams.
So Arrakis, Fries, and Reval.
Yeah, I think so.
Sure,
Right,
I
good.
can.
Seems decent.
Yeah, excluding your own team because that's obviously biased.
Yeah. That's obviously.
Yeah, I mean I can go second then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna exclude like Reval as well, obviously, because that's not gonna. There's no point giving some input. I think I made a mistake before when I said that Project Paradox played in the cut that we watched, because I think that was Team Paradox, right? That played in the female tournament.
No,
Or
it's
wasn't?
Project Paradox.
Project Paradox is the
It is-
female team.
Yeah.
and
Okay, okay.
Project
I'm
Paradox
quite
is female.
certain, yeah.
Okay. For me, I still think Arrakis is actually a pretty interesting team. They're highly ranked. If VGC is playing for them, I definitely see them making like top 4, so like top 3 maybe even. Because like I'm kinda excluding us, but also kinda putting us in. Then I think Team Paradox, just looking at the ranks, seems pretty high, and we put them 2 playoffs in Group A, of course.
Yep.
And maybe even Twisted Glory, just to spice it up a bit. They might have a false, how do I say this, like a false
Full security.
security. Yeah, false security when it comes to the group, because I think the group is pretty ass. But I think the team overall seems strong, the ranks seem fair, and how they played was also decent. So I guess we gotta see how they play. But yeah, that's my top 3.
Yeah, I would say my top 3. I think Team Paradox is 1. Twisted Glory maybe the second one, and Arrakis, I think, is my top 3. So yeah.
I think that concludes it.
Yep. Thanks for watching this scuffed tier list of some really correct opinions. Nothing will be wrong about this tier list, so
Yeah,
see ya.
I think this is like a factually correct tier list, and if anything is wrong, I think you should DM KreLLer and say, KreLLer, you were wrong.
And
Yep.
also,
even if
also-
Likeitmore said it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even if I said it, you DM KreLLer and you say, you were wrong, you idiot.
or just being us in cafe, and
Yeah.
Make
We will
some
fight you.
make some content in cafe and
yeah, and I mean,
Good.
let's be honest, people only probably listen to their own team
Yeah.
succession, and then they're like, oh, and this is not good because we're actually, you know, we're actually gonna win it also. You wait, but yeah.
yep. And that's all. Good
Yeah, that's
good,
gonna be me in the chat. Alright.
good luck in esports.